What is everyone? Today we're reacting to the worst rage bait content creators. Shout out to YXL Sala. Before I get started, I don't know who the original person who made this. I'll try to find them. Don't worry, I try my best to give credits. That's a thing I started doing.
Corniest creators on earth.
The internet is full of some of the best and worst people you've ever met in your life. And as time goes on, that distinction starts to become more and more obvious. But I should not be seeing a 7-year-old's comments on a YouTube video. Well, why are we even sharing the same space?
Turkey Slurpee.
Bro. It's not even the comments, it's the video. Turkey Slayer beef.
Yo, Tommy, just say you don't know humor, bro. This is peak comedy. That was really hilarious, man. Turkey Slurpee gawk, can I get a pin? Yo, bro, this is a canon event. Everyone had that one YouTube comment.
What are we talking about?
Do a lot of likes, and you were low-key happy about it. Just your first one, though. And then later on, you didn't really care, but a banger YouTube comment used to make me feel tough. Damn, yo, Tommy, you a hater. Yo, do you know how bothered you have to be at something to give it a dislike? Tommy, it's never that serious, bro. There's two age groups that like this. Elementary schoolers and very old people.
I'm almost in high school and I still think this is funny. It's not even the comments. I think the video itself is hilarious. I don't know why, but it's the simplest videos that get me. Turkey Slayer.
YouTube Shorts comment sections might as well classify as a daycare. On these platforms, there are also categories of creators that are some of the corniest videos you'll ever see. And of course, you saw it in the thumbnail. The first we're starting off with is Looksmaxers. Looksmaxing creators weren't really that prevalent until maybe 2 years ago. I would say the prelude to it was those Sigma creators, which evidently were worse. But as soon as Clavicular started streaming and blew up, the whole community started to become mainstream almost overnight. Hey, we can say what we want about Clavicular, but this did single-handedly have a genre blow up in the main.
Yo, this made it chop now. I ain't gonna lie, that nose looks crazy. This botched nose job made me realize that your nose plays a big part of how you look. It's so crazy how one single feature in your face could be the defining factor between you looking good and you looking a little crazy.
Stream because of himself. Now you got moms and dads asking.
Bro, it don't matter if I have a nose or not. I'm still chopped.
Their kids how to Looksmax and if they're sub 5 or not. As this category has grown, they've got their own little subsections of people
Yes, we are chops.
that do it. With one of them being those dudes who get a funk sound on TikTok and stare at the camera with it. And they'll do this at absolutely any.
Is that Michael Jackson? Am I stupid? Is that Michael Jackson? That looks like Michael Jackson. I don't know who that is.
Occasion they can. Graduating from high school and need to record yourself right before walking the stage, they've got that. Doing your job as a policeman but gotta stop for an edit, they've got that. In
I can't blame them, bro. People that look good like me, we gotta stop everywhere.
the bathroom after dropping the fattest ever and being in front of a mirror, they've got that. By the way, this guy on screen was a popular Looksmaxer on TikTok until May of this year where his ex-girlfriend exposed he was buying cheese pizza content and then she...
I feel like as a man, if
You were buying... Wait, he was buying CP?
you feel yourself too much to the point that that's all your content and you do nothing else but show your face, it's kind of cringe. I feel like the best or like the people that get compliments the most are talented people that still happen to look good. But going out of your way to try to like show your looks 24/7 with 0%.
That's what the cheese pizza means, right? Like he bought CP, if I'm not wrong. Let me know in the comments if I'm right or wrong. I could be wrong.
Personality, it's cringe. Me and Marlon are the exception.
Dion confronted him on it, where he admitted he did buy that content, then got arrested on 15 counts of possession. Imagine being a conventionally attractive.
Did you run through like older women already? You're like, this is not giving. Bruh, you know, no glaze. A lot of girls you could get. You have like a wide selection to choose from that look good. But instead, you want to focus on the ones that are under the clock.
dude who has a good following on social media and could probably pull a lot of women in a snap, only to be buying CP content and ruin your entire life at 18. Usually this happens with older guys. I guess he wanted to speedrun ruining his life just because. And the worst part about it is, he started getting more followers after the arrest. I thought looks maxing was supposed to be...
Yo, bro, I'm gonna need you to stop mewing. Stop, bro. That bite is insane, bro. That shit can cut anything.
Yeah, about looks, and I would assume if you did something like that, you would get curb stomped by...
Honestly, if you have to suck in your face to look good and you don't want a natural look, honestly, I don't put makeup on. I don't do that mewing thing. I don't even know what that is, really. I don't do the mewing thing. I don't do none of that. I just let myself be me. I work out and stuff, yes. I color. I don't draw. Sorry. Big difference. But I'm saying, you have to be very sad and very insecure about yourself. Now, I'm insecure about myself. I'm very insecure about myself. But I'm not that insecure to where I want to physically change my facial look. I'm not that insecure to where I want to go get plastic surgery or start this little mewing thing so I can suck in my cheeks and possibly look like a mummy, like a mummified person that's got brought back from the dead or resurrected, okay?
The community. He even had one of his looks maxer friends defending him and saying he should be forgiven.
I was just asking, do you think it would be a disservice if he was convicted and sentenced to a lengthy prison sentence? Do you think that would be an injustice?
The whole point that I'm trying to get across with both of you guys is I wish that you could make an argument without reference to prison.
An argument without prison? He got charged with 15 counts! I don't even think EDP had 15 counts. He's lucky he's not getting the death penalty. If it was the Middle East, they probably would have stopped.
And wait, he's gonna be registered as an S offender, right? If you over here buying that type of shit, they better.
On his ass by noon. His friend's main argument is he says instead of prison, he should get rehabilitation and everyone can be forgiven for sin. As someone...
How do you even rehabilitate someone that's into that type of stuff? Do you just show them pictures of, like, bad things?
It doesn't even matter. I don't care if you are someone if you're a Redditor, okay, I don't care how you change your life, I demise you in my eyes. If you ever fiddled with kids, I demise you. I will stomp you into the ground, okay? Okay? I'm Timmy Tough Knuckles, don't mess with me, okay? I'm the biggest. Listen, I don't know what you heard because I'm the biggest bird, okay? You don't want to mess with me, okay? Thanks for being there, guys. My fault. That's on me. What am I talking about? Bro, it's midnight. It's close to me. Nope, I'm not singing Thriller. No. I said midnight, and that immediately goes through my head. My ADHD kicked in. I still gotta make another video after this. I need you to realize that.
Women of age, like, look at this. This is what you want. This? No, 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 no. This? Yeah.
Who's a Christian, that is a mostly true belief, although it still varies by your denomination. Not every Christian believes that. But just because you can be religiously forgiven if you repent doesn't mean you can be forgiven by the law. Imagine we did that for any crime out there. Someone could commit a mass genocide and kill 1,000 people, and they would just hit the court with,
I accept Jesus as my Lord and Savior. Yes!
It's also true he could get both.
Dude, here's the thing. I think people gotta understand, this is in the context of all religions, all the main, like, Abrahamic religions. A lot of you converting into a religion is also your intentions. It can't just be like a spoken thing. How are you gonna try to fool God?
In time in rehabilitation so he doesn't do it again. So I'm not sure why his friend is trying to lay the option of no prison at all. You do the crime, you do the time. This incident showed the true degeneracy the looks maxing community has turned into. The amount of people people defending bro is still crazy. Something that also hit the looks maxing community like a bullet is Clavicular's recent transformation. Clavicular recently got a nose job on stream to once again improve himself, and it's turned out that a lot of people are actually saying he looks worse off with.
He does. Why did they adjust his nose that much? Sure, he had it.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Listen. From one white person to another, that is not, no. That nose does not fit you. That nose does not fit your facial structure. That nose you had before fits perfectly. You look like when Michael Jackson got his nose done, that's what you look like. But it looks like it failed. You look like Gru from Despicable Me, not gonna lie. I'm not saying I look better than you, but I'm saying, like, you should have never got that surgery at all. It would have looked way better if you didn't get it.
Double barrel shotgun nose, little yam face. Okay, how do you go from this big of a nostril to your nostril barely opening up? On top of all of that, I understand it's his brain, but you think a girl's gonna look at you and be like, I don't know, your nose is 3 centimeters bigger than they should be. I'm out of here. This is just insecurity at its finest.
And the nose job did not help, which is a problem for them because you know their mindset. You have to get everything truly maxed out to reach ascension. With Clavicular getting clowned on for his nose job, now they're all confused on why people don't.
How Clavicular thought he looked before getting a nose job. If I didn't know this was supposed to be Clavicular, I would have been like, yo, this is a racist drawing.
Like it. These dudes clearly don't understand. Not every person needs to change every aspect of their body. Sometimes things are perfectly fine. It's the equivalent of a celebrity random.
Okay, I heard, yo, Tommy, that's a little insensitive. I heard she had a condition. Don't come from my girl Starfire like that. I heard she had like lupus or some shit. Yo, Tommy, not too much.
I don't know who Starfire is. I'm not gonna lie. I could be a dumbass, but I don't know who that is.
Not too much on Starfire. She a little useless in the show, but relax.
Randomly getting Botox and some surgeries thinking they'll look way sexier. Only for people online to say the opposite and the celeb being confused on why turning their face into a stone figure didn't help. Also, recently Clavicular went to Paris to do his own stream series and try to do the same thing he does in America. Walking around the streets and flirting with women to smash them. But he got the exact opposite experience he thought he was gonna get. The girls were laughing at him, people were putting up middle fingers to him, which shocked his fans.
Bro, and I don't know if you guys realize, usually, like, the girls Clavicular is with, respectfully, they not the tastiest bunch. For how critical he is of looks, you would think that his choice in women would be, like, much crazier. All I'm saying, fine women don't like Clavicular.
Listen, honestly, not gonna lie. Though, my standards are whoever I have a crush on. I'm not gonna lie. That's what I put out there. All the time, every day, all day. I don't think people actually have standards. In my opinion, I don't think people actually have standards. Their standards are whoever they have a crush on. I'm so serious. And for the people who do have standards, that's just, well, some people have standards, some people don't. I'm one of those people who don't care. If I have a crush on you, then I have a crush on you. But I don't remember having a crush ever in my life. Ever in my life. Never had a crush. From what I remember.
It's not shocking that a country who doesn't really care about him and sees his stream antics is gonna make fun of him. Like, these dudes truly think Clavicular pulling women and them throwing themselves at him has nothing to do with his fame or money. His headquarters for streaming is in Miami. That's the hub of the most succubus women that exist on the planet. If you post on Instagram you have a yacht in Miami, you're gonna get 20 DMs from some plastic surgeryed up women there. I'm not saying Clavicular couldn't pull at all without the fame, but saying it has no influence is crazy. The other category of looks maxers that
Honestly, I think fame plays a very good part in pulling the opposite gender or the same gender, depending on who you like. Honestly, I don't know what gender I like right now. I'm kind of confused. because I'm a teenager. I'm gonna try to figure that out before I'm 20. I'm probably gonna confuse my whole life. But I'm gonna predict it at 20. I'm gonna know what gender I like. Because I don't know now. I'm not gonna know at 19, but I'm gonna know at 20. I'm gonna make that prediction right now.
Is the racist looks maxers. They'll make edits putting people who are less attractive of different races.
I feel like you're setting yourself up when you put something like this. Don't get me wrong, you're right. You do mock every racist. Everybody mocks a racist. But like, you know you're setting yourself up.
And then putting clavicular or some.
If you mog every racist, you're gonna get racist comments in your video. I'm so serious. Someone said, I don't like racism in TikTok. I looked at the comment section, and it was just full of slurs. It was such full of slurs that I can't even say on this platform. Oh, so many slurs. It's like people were coming up with creative ideas, like creative stories with the slurs in them. And I'm like there was like a 3-4 page story with 18 different slurs. I don't know how many slurs there are, but wow. I read through that thing and I'm like, yo, TikTok be bugging. That's why I don't use the app much. Y'all be wondering why. Y'all probably wondering why I don't like TikTok. I told you I don't really use TikTok. Y'all probably wondering why. That's why. TikTok be bugging.
What else over it? It's always eluding some or saying they have bad genes or whatever. Meanwhile, behind the camera.
And I hope looks matchers also realize there's no like one look fits all. You know, not everyone is gonna have the same taste in someone. Like, you could think you look extremely good, but to someone else you look, you're not my type. You're not my cup of tea. I don't know. I feel like,
Yeah, I think I look extremely chopped. My mom told me I would get popular in high school because apparently I'm a pretty white boy, according to her. Apparently that's what people said out in the streets, which I have never heard, which I don't believe, because I have acne. Jesus! Oh my God, Jeremy! Okay, I have acne. Hold on. That's gonna be our, hold on. That's gonna be our thumbnail for today. There we go. That's our thumbnail.
you're making.
I'm not gonna lie. There's probably someone out there who wow. I honestly don't think anyone is truly ugly. Yes, their looks may not look the best, but I do believe everyone has, you know, beauty on the inside of them. Wait, no, pause. That's not what I meant. But to one person, I could be the most choppedest person they have ever seen, and to another person, I could be the most adorable little rascal they ever seen. I don't know. Humans are weird. I'm going to invade this planet. I am an alien, and I will take over this planet. I need you to realize that. Yeah, don't believe me. Wait until I'm 21 years old. I'm gonna be the most popular person in the world. Yeah, let me make that prediction. Yo, if that's true, I'm telling you, if I'm popular by 21, I'm gonna be like, yep, told you my predictions are right. If I'm not, I'm gonna be crying.
A lot of boys feel insecure about themselves when you do shit like that.
They look like.
I'm gonna probably stop making videos and stop doing YouTube around 25. Cause I know I'll still get income. I might make videos every here and there, but I'll still get a job. I'll have a job soon.
Notre Dame and have no chance with these women. Like, bro, do you know how pathetic it is that you're flexing another man's looks and aren't even showing your face? It would be like me in an argument with some dude and pointing to another dude saying, yo, all right then, bro. Well, at least his over there is definitely bigger than yours. It also wouldn't be hard for me to make an edit like they do, but I'm not a cornball and loser. And these dudes be making these.
No, Tommy, it's because you don't look like me to be doing that. You the edit music. Treat me like what she. One of these days, though, Tommy, I'll give you a look maxing.
Solo. Look at me in my eyes. We are chopped. Yes, we. You and me are chopped. Don't act like you look better than anybody. I'm not gonna lie. My fault, I'm not gonna say that.
Of course, these racist edits, but on the low, they're actually attracted to these people. But because they never have a chance with them, they make these.
Oh my god, don't get me started on racism roleplay on TikTok Live. Don't get me started on that. That is crazy.
To make themselves have more self-esteem and say they're still superior because their skin color. Speaking of racist, the next creators we got are the racist rage baiters. This is a genre that started to build more since 2020, and honestly,
since Elon Musk acquired Twitter/X.
These are people whose entire content is basically made to provoke certain racists, and that gives them the attention. But anytime they don't do that, they get no attention, so they become reliant on that content. The biggest case this year of someone who did that was Chud the Builder. You've probably seen this story by now, but Chud the Builder was a streamer on Kick who walked around.
I have never heard this dude a day in my life, but he looks actually racist.
In the streets. And his whole content was literally walking around the city, yelling the hard R at black people and trying to...
Racist rage baiters? No, that's just racism at its peak. What you mean? So, hold on, let me understand something. If I go over to someone, right, and say, and call them a racial slur, and I say it's, chill dude, I'm just trying to rage bait you. POV the rage bait. Like, what are we talking about? We are definitely not hearing and seeing the same things.
Get a reaction. To which he would then point in his waistband, showing his gun and telling them don't attack or he'll shoot. Funny thing,
what has to happen to you for you to become racist? Was there ever a turning point, or were they always racist?
Is a lot of the time, people would mostly give him no reaction or just question why he was doing it.
Somebody get him a banana. He's chimping out. Come on over here and chimp out. He's chimping out. He said, what's it?
And no one took him serious. People would troll him in real life, snatching his hat. Anytime someone did get close to him, he would start shaking and telling them to back up. Chud is the perfect example of a Twitter/X user escaping to the real world and realizing no one is like their loser asses. They think just because Elon bought Twitter and pushes all of their accounts up in the algorithm and forces it in people's faces, that their echo chambers define real life. People got things to lose and people to take care of. Those are the...
What even sparks you doing that? I don't know if your parents watch your content. I don't even know if they're in your life anymore, but if my son became a racist rage baiter, I'd actually cry.
Time in any race...
If my son became a racist rage baiter, the police better be on standby, because I'm not taking that. He better be over the age 18, because we are going to run that fade. I don't care if it's rage bait or not, you're not being racist. As long as I'm raising you, nope, you're not being racist.
This encounter in real life, people just pull out their phone.
I hate racist people. I can't stand them.
Record them because that does more damage than any type of fighting. You'll get them fired from any type of job forever for the rest of their life. It turns out this was all a deflection of his own insecurities after he got exposed by trans women who said they were with him. But one of them being a dominatrix and saying she knew him before.
You know what? I think he was getting money from being racist, and then that spurred him to be even more racist. That's my take. I definitely think he is racist, don't get me wrong, but once he knew that there was bread in being racist, that's when he took it to the next level.
Before he started streaming. And he would take things up the you-know-what. paying for these sessions. Another one also said they even dated for a while with full-on receipts of it, by the way. If your career is gonna be to appeal to the most racist losers on the internet, doing it and having a track record like this is diabolical. Did you think this was gonna be the most accepting community ever? And he got gassed up by these losers telling him to keep being racist and making $5 per hour on stream, that he ended up coming across the wrong person and shooting at them, which has resulted ever since May of this year of him being locked up with a $1.25 million bond. Until that got canceled, because it turned out they got footage of him shooting at the guy before he attacked, meaning it wasn't self-defense. He was doing all these antics to have some viral case of him
I knew he hated black people, but now he just crashed out. No, he was waiting for it. He was itching for it to happen.
shooting someone in self-defense who crashed out on him after saying the hard R, only to himself over, not even have that scenario happen, and spend the rest of his life in prison, most likely. You know, I must say, this has been one of the greatest hate watches I've had all year. Funniest thing about this is the guy he shot at was a disabled veteran. I thought these dudes were supposed to be all patriotic and support people who defend the country. Yet they take the femboy loser who shot at the man defending this country's side. I stand with the man who fought for this country and not the dude that was provoking it. His fans also made the case worse for him because they started threatening the judge for revoking his bond, to which she had to make a statement saying, "I will not be intimidated." Nice one, guys. You just guaranteed Chud a good old life sentence. I actually hope this is a lesson for any of these losers that their shenanigans on...
I don't think I could be a judge. I can't be a judge, I can't be a lawyer, none of that. Especially working at a high-profile case. No, I wouldn't even do jury duty.
Twitter/X don't hold in real life. Another one of these similar race rage baiters is a guy called Kingman. His degeneracy is mainly on Twitter/X, and his whole content consists of anti-blackness. Like, he'll pull up false racial stats, only post things about black people who do violent crime. He also gets mad at
Another race could commit a crime on me, and I will never blame the entire race at all. So I don't know what it is with black people, but I don't know what type of experience.
Listen. Another, as Sulla just said, another race could commit a crime on me, and I'm not going to blame the entire race. I'm just going to blame that one person. This is not a game. If one person goes down with the ship, everybody goes down with the ship. That's not how that works.
You have with them, if it was a negative experience if someone took your girl, but stop generalizing all of us.
black immigrants or any other immigrants moving to places like America or the UK or whatever, saying, why are you doing this and you're ruining the country? Like, buddy, let me get this straight. You're complaining about other immigrants and whoever moving to America or the UK or Canada while having parents that are Asian immigrants. You can't make this up. The bootlicking has no end. He really thinks kissing up to these white racist type of people is gonna somehow make him exempt from anything himself. Like, bro, they don't like you either, gang. You're just a good chess piece for them. Meanwhile, in the streets, if they saw, bro, this is how they would treat you.
I saw something that said racism is something rich people invented to forget class division. Basically, they're using racism to distract people from seeing class, from seeing how the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer, and it's hard for them to become rich.
What are we talking about?
You is way too old to be acting like that, gang. You got a good 2 years left in your life. What are you doing?
Don't become racist.
Did I skip a chapter? I feel like I skipped the entire series. What did she do to provoke y'all?
What are you talking about?
Where you from?
Am I saying everyone?
Bro, I was under the assumption when people grow up, that's when maturity hits. That's when people start realizing, yo, I don't want to say things to hurt people's feelings. I don't want to say these racist things. Grown-ass people still making Asian jokes. Wow.
Is racist in these countries? Obviously not. But my point is, the specific type of people he kisses up to will never accept him. Does he realize he could just hang out with non-racist white people and not have to put up with what he does? And when he gets called out by other Asian people saying he's just trying to kiss up to racist white people and he doesn't want to be Asian,
Oh my
he crashes
goodness.
out saying,
I hate a bootlicker, bro. Oh my god. Like, you try so hard to fit in and they don't view you as equals, bro. You think they look at you and they're like, you're one of us. You
As I said, I can't stand racist people.
might not be white in the skin, but you're white to us. No, bro.
he's never wanted to be white
Bro.
and he's a proud...
It's like the triple chess piece, if you know what I'm talking about. The triple ghosts. They only accept Pacific standards. Like, you're not gonna be like a different race and being able to get into the triple ghosts. If you understand, I can't say it. Basically, okay, but without the O, 3 times 3. If you understand. That's basically like trying to get into that as another race, because you know how they are. Like, it makes no sense. It's stupid.
Korean.
Like, I guess, bro, whatever you say.
Whenever he does get some type of racism, though, he calls it out saying people shouldn't generalize Asians. Actually, let me correct that. He is racist to other Asians. It's just if you go after Koreans, then, you know, you're generalizing because they're the only good Asians according to him. I don't support that racism either, obviously, but you can't be picky with...
Wait, what? I don't support that racism? Tell me, what racism do you support?
Who you call out?
I don't support any racism. I don't support any. I'm not gonna lie. But if you're racist to one race, then you're shocked when another... But how are you gonna be racist to one race? That makes no sense. So, hold on. You're racist to one race. And then you're shocked when that race is racist back to you? Or back to your race? That makes no sense.
Got is AI slot creators. As AI has started to advance more and more, we were probably primitive 6 months ago in AI compared to what we got now. More random types of slot creators are popping up in different categories. One of the worst ones have got to be those fake movie trailer channels. These existed in the past, but it was obvious the whole thing wasn't real before AI. Now with AI, people can fully make the trailers more realistic and basically generate free money for themselves while stealing someone else's copyrighted work. I don't even get the obsession of being so desperate for a movie or show trailer you have to watch a fake one. Doesn't that ruin the hype for it in the first place? It also dilutes...
Honestly, I would think it ruins it.
The original work and makes it look dumb when you watch these trailers. Like, look at this Back to the Future trailer and tell me you find it satisfying.
This fall, time is running out of time.
Doc, there are hundreds of me in there.
Bro, AI hasn't got to the point where I still can't distinguish.
Yeah, AI still didn't get to the point where you can't distinguish AI from, you know, reality. Because there's 2 doctors. If there wasn't, then there.
Which one is real and which one isn't? Maybe with photos, but when you can tell AI is too obviously AI, that's how you know this shit bad.
That's exactly the problem. The continuum is folding in on itself like a cosmic pretzel.
One kid in a red vest. A future beyond the future.
We have to go further than we've ever gone. 2 jumps ahead.
YouTube went on to ban 2 accounts who were constantly doing this, so low-key they get a W on that. One of the channels,
the first W YouTube taken since when?
Called Screen Culture.
Yeah, what was the last W they took? Oh, yeah. When they banned that one channel that said Technoblade's last, or Mr. Beast's last goodbye to Technoblade. And it was a clickbait title, if you know what I mean. If y'all know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about.
Had over 2 million subs and was literally pumping out trailers for anything. And it wasn't like the channel was getting barely any views. It was getting a good amount of views. You also gotta think of it. If your algorithm is tuned into, let's say, like Five Nights at Freddy's content, then YouTube is gonna see a new trailer dropped and push it to your algorithm so you can watch it. People were complaining all the time, telling YouTube to have these channels stop recommending fake trailers to them. But because it was in their algorithm and YouTube couldn't tell what was real and what was fake, you would get them plastered on your recommended feed every time. You also got those AI music accounts who post fake music of artists. They do this all the time for artists, and especially when it's dead artists. Juice WRLD is probably the most popular genre of it for some reason, and they'll blatantly...
Yo, the hardest AI song I've ever heard was like an AI Cardi song. Like, I was like, hey, we should not support AI music at all, or anything AI related. But I was like, oh, this one right here, this shit might slide.
He posts the songs with his voice AI'd over it. They also get to keep the profits of this fully to themselves, which is extra and unfair to Juice WRLD's family. He clearly wouldn't approve his voice being used for fake songs. Juice WRLD was someone who had hundreds of songs vaulted for a reason. He was a perfectionist when it came to his work. So seeing people take an AI voice of his and slap it onto some random slop beat is sad. I don't care if Juice WRLD is your favorite artist in the world. Please don't listen to AI songs of artists. It's disrespectful to the actual work they...
Not AI. Juice WRLD is my favorite artist, not gonna lie, but I'll never listen to an AI version of it. If you guys want me to react to it, that's what I'll do. But I'll never, other than that, I'm not gonna go out my way to listen to AI slop music. If you want me to react to it, I will, though. Because I would love to see how bad this actually is.
Put out there and wanted out. One of my favorite artists is MJ, and am I listening to AI songs of him that aren't real? Hell nah. I don't know how someone can run out of music for an artist that has hundreds of songs anyways. I've never felt like listening to MJ that the songs have run out. There's always something I can play. This is one thing YouTube hasn't cracked down on yet, and I hope it does. For people who still don't get it, think of it like this. Imagine you're a content creator and make a video talking about something that gets good views. Then some random channel takes your voice, runs it through AI, makes something similar, and you get nothing from it. Yeah, that wouldn't be the best feel. Anyways, that's gonna be all. Let me know what other corny types of creators I miss.
Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, love you guys. Sorry, Tommy, I was trying to steal your shit AI style. I'm sorry.
Sensually. And until next time,
I'm out. YouTube, let me know who some of the...
Anyways, not YouTube. Anyways, guys, sorry, I stole Solid's line for a second. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think the cringiest kind of creators are. If you think it's me, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know your comment section. I'd love to know what you think. I am tripping. Anyways, that being said, stay happy, healthy, stay beautiful, stay safe. Most importantly, stay yourself. See you on another video. Love ya. Peace. Bow, 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 bow.